a beautiful picture you got here.
All right. We are officially live. Welcome to episode 2 of the Fantasy Guyz. This is Omar T here. You know, I'm sitting here by myself right now because I'm still wondering if Abe Z or Jose is going to show up to today's show. And I'm still... Whoa. What's going on right now? What is going on right now? What is... Yo, I thought you said
The truth has come out.
I thought you said you weren't coming to the show today.
Raider Nation never lets you down.
What is going on right now? What is happening?
Stand up, Raider Nation. Be proud. Be proud of what you've done and what you accomplished.
Is that a Josh Jacobs jersey, Jose?
This is Josh Jacobs. Isn't he tied for the most rushing touchdowns in the league right now?
Wow.
Yeah, we're gonna start it off with that.
Is that a fact?
I believe so. He's at 2 right now. Name another running back that scored.
I don't know.
Exactly. But I'll tell you one thing. My team won.
There you go.
And they ain't win in normal fashion. That was not your everyday Monday Night Football, man.
Hey.
That was a one-of-a-kind, down to the wire. Zay Jones. Oh, man. Everybody was just
And you talked about Zay Jones last week. Listen, listen, guys. Let me tell y'all, people. And ladies, too, if y'all watching. I just want to let y'all know that out here in the Fantasy Guyz, y'all can replay the show yourselves.
Absolutely.
All right? We was out here talking last week, and I was going to do some edits and try to do that, but just the time is not going to work out, but I wish I did because there was a lot of call-outs. And what I wanted to do, I was like, if you want to know what goes down on the Fantasy Guyz, this is what goes on the Fantasy Guyz.
The truth.
The truth. So go back and continue on with the Raiders game, man. I know you're excited. You and your brother Mo Malahi, man. Shout out to Mo Malahi, by the way.
Oh, yeah. The diehards of Michigan. From Michigan, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Take that back.
Yeah, make sure you represent.
Let me tell you something. I honestly, before the game started, I'm just watching, my little previews. First thing they announced, Colin Farrell, healthy scratch. That right there, I was like, Gruden, it was nice. Mike Mayock, go back to ESPN, bro.
Even the first possession. I mean, I think the Ravens came down and scored, right?
Man.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like,
I say at least for the first quarter and a half, the Ravens made it look like it was about to be a blowout.
Yes.
But finally, for the first time, I've seen coaching adjustments. It was all Raiders second half, even though he threw it to Waller 19 times. But
that's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother conversation right there. That's
Waller about to lead the league in receptions, targets,
hey, the
drops.
Hey, remember when he opens his wrist, throw to Waller. That's what it says right here. Oh man. But,
hey, Darren Waller was a baller.
What really got me is the post-game interview.
Derek Carr.
And he was preaching about how Zay Jones has been the first guy at the facility, the last guy to leave, and they talked about that play and that situation. And man, you see how Carr didn't even look. He just lobbed it up there. Marlon Humphrey, when I seen him jogging, I was like, oh, he knows. And
okay.
Damn.
Oh, when he seen him jogging, he knows.
Yeah,
he peeped that out. Let me ask you this, Jose. All right, and it's a serious question. You know what's also serious? Me probably having the headphones on as well. That's a serious statement right there as well.
Absolutely.
But let me ask you this question, Jose. Do you sincerely feel like the Las Vegas Raiders are a good team? Seriously.
Right now?
Yes. Like, where's your expectations for them? That's my question.
Right now, my expectation is to compete.
Okay, that's a good answer.
Like, if you're a Raiders fan, Lions fan, you know what I'm saying? Like, all you want to be is like, you want them to go out there every week and put on a show.
Yes.
Don't get blown out. Don't look I'm like, man, Monday Night Football, the Ravens.
Aren't they in Vegas?
First time they played in front of a home crowd.
Home crowd.
And that place was electric.
Yes.
Yes. I had family over there. Mo Nasser, I seen you, man.
He was there?
He was season ticket
Raider
holder.
fan too?
Raider Nation.
Is this a Malahi thing, by the way?
I mean, trust me, we're split. There's some Niner fans out there, but we're not going to bring them up.
All right.
We'll leave them across the bay.
So that's the California beef right there, huh?
Yeah, it gets deeper than that. It gets deeper than that.
All right, well, there you go. We already started off the show with Jose getting us started, hyping us up with the Raiders. That's why we enjoy a guy, Jose, in the building. But thank you again for being here. For Abe Z, we don't know if he's going to be showing up today. He's a busy man, getting a lot of stuff done. But whenever Abe Z is here, it's another great day. If he's not here, we're going to keep the show rolling on the road. For those of you that are watching or eventually going to be watching, Feel free to message us. We'll love to have people on the show if they want to come. We can talk some sports. Cal Hussein is already saying "choop," giving us a shout out, and then he said, "What you guys think about the Lions game Sunday?" So, are we talking about last Sunday or this Sunday, Khaled?
Well, he can't be talking about this Sunday.
Oh, because we're playing Monday.
Yeah.
There we
so
go.
He brought up Sunday.
What did you think about the Lions game this past Sunday, Jose?
Man, when I remember getting up and pointing at the TV and saying, "Yep, we're down by 4 touchdowns again," and then not even a quarter later, we're down by 2. It was like like I said, man, they did something that I like. They showed fight. They showed good coaching, adjusting. Man, I thought the Niners looked like they're about to leave us in the waters, man. I thought there was going to be like a 4 like they're going to start, we're going to bench the quarterback. We're going to start taking care of our starters. But, man, they fought.
Yeah.
They fought to the end. That's what I loved about it. Even like the last throw that Jared Goff did, I really wanted him to just heave it into the end zone. But I understand he was trying to still get the first down. There was still like 25 seconds left on the clock. So,
listen, when I thought about the Lions, that's exactly how I want us to lose. Fighting.
To the end.
Till the end, okay? Yep. But I'm not going to lie to you. Take the L. Take the L. I don't think it's our year. If they come out and be great somehow, some way, and this was one of those things where it happens, of course I'm going to be following it like it's not like I'm a fan. But what do I prefer? I prefer us to go down this year, rebuild, get us hopefully a quarterback coming out of the draft, Spencer Rattler. All right, I'll take him all day. These new quarterbacks that just move in the pocket and make things happen, you got to take them. You got to take them, take a chance on them, or just get a high pick, and you never know what you can do with that. You got power when you got that. You know what I'm saying?
Because we do got 2 first-round picks.
We got 2 first-round picks.
Second one is going to look like number 32 because Stafford
is out there balling. Another one we were talking about, Stafford balling. Listen, we had a lot of conversations, a lot of things to talk about today. So we're going to keep the show going. And I just want to quickly mention what it is exactly that we are going to be discussing today. So today we are going to be breaking down, top waiver wire pickups, breaking down the Monday night game. We'll also be talking about college top 25 rankings. And then the NBA draft. We're even going to try to get into the NBA. We got the top 3, players that we know that are going to ball, top 3 sleepers and steals, and then also top 3 potential busts. We didn't have to come up with 3. We just got a couple names for you that as well. And then we're going to break down the Thursday night game, all right? So with all that said, I do want to also now give a shout out to our sponsor. And our first sponsor of the day is Unique Coney Island. Their location is 33102 DeQuindo Road, Sterling Heights, Michigan. Their number is 1586-554-7931. They are sponsoring the Fantasy Guyz Wednesday Edition, famous for their original unique pita, homemade chicken lemon rice, unique chicken ghalaba, shawarma, gyro, and much more. They also have a reward system where every 100 points you get $7 off your meal right there, Jose. So they even started that as well. So shout out to Sambo and Big Nate over there at Unique Coney Island. Good people.
Great people, by the way.
Great people.
I'm going to go over there and put up some numbers like Kobe.
There you go.
Dropping 81 tonight.
Was that a pun that you just looked up, my guy?
I'm trying to get 100 points. That's all. I got to start somewhere.
There you go. That's my man Jose. So appreciate them. We got 3 sponsors today. It's going to be Unique Coney Island, Fortson Quick Lube, and Hammer Time True Value Hardware. We're going to give our Hammer Time Hammer picks of the day at the end of the day. And so that's when we're going to be mentioning Hammer Time True Value Hardware. With all that said, obviously we are here to answer questions. We are live. Anybody has any questions, feel free to ask them. And we can kind of get the show on the road. We talked about the Monday night game. We could kind of finish that since we're already discussing it. So let's talk about a couple things, couple takeaways that I got from that game, okay? First of all, Tyson Williams. You own him. You had him. You said, hey, guys, Tyson Williams, watch out for him.
Iron Mike, all
right? So now he is looking like a what to you? Because to me, he's looking like a RB2 back end.
Yeah, RB2.
RB1.
I was waiting.
The only thing that's stopping him is seeing the roles of the others once they get familiar with the offense.
And my favorite thing about his upside, he catches the ball.
Yeah, that's huge.
That's huge. Like, these guys are going to be behind him. They brought in Latavius Murray, Le'Veon Bell, and Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, the only guy I'm worried about, or if I were you as a fantasy owner, is Latavius.
Because he's taking the goal line.
Yeah.
That's what I've seen for sure. He's taking the goal line. And, like, when they were trying to burn the clock, they brought in Murray all day. So, like, that's why I thought Tyson at the end wasn't available. They were trying to run the clock, and it backfired on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, when I was shocked that they were I mean, I don't blame them. Milk the clock, go for the field goal, make life easier, but...
Yeah, so I got Tyson Williams. That was one takeaway. I think that for people that are listening that have Tyson Williams, last week we talked about Tyson being someone that, immediate impact, and then the Tony Jones dude being the person who said, no, Tyson Williams is a great pickup every year.
That was before.
That was before.
That was before Gus went down.
Yeah.
When Gus went down, that's what opened the doors for Tyson.
Yeah, for sure. And remember what we discussed. I said every year there's always a running back and a receiver that nobody thought about that could be whatever. And I think he's a potential top guy that's in that category,
He can help you win some games.
Yes, for sure. So Tyson Williams, great scoop up for the people that are there. My second takeaway from that game was Darren Waller. That was my Boom Philly tight end of the year for this reason and this reason only. Yeah. In my head, I thought, dude, the Raiders, like I told you, they have, and that's my third thing is the receivers, Vegas receivers. That's what we're going to talk about. To me, their receivers are 4s and 5s.
Absolutely. How about this? Who's got a better receiving core?
Lions or the Raiders? The two teams you root for. Why do you do this to us, Jose?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
We just want good football, Jose.
I'm about to rip a jersey off the wall and just represent Pittsburgh or something.
For all the receivers, the Raiders and Lions have drafted in the first round. You could count off 6 at least.
It's crazy.
And we're the 2 worst probably receiving cores in the NFL in 2021.
I think we are. Absolutely.
I think so too.
Yeah, we're at the bottom too.
Yeah, so same reason with TJ Hawk. But TJ Hawk, that's why I liked him, is that same reason.
We both got tight ends and we both got running backs.
So Darren Waller, in my opinion, though, he is going to be the number 1 fantasy tight end in football.
He's looking like it. The guy, he drew 19 targets his first game. It's
the way the targets were being drawn too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They just kept looking at him. Looking at him. He had 19, you said?
Yeah.
19
targets.
That's ridiculous.
Constant.
Obviously, gameplay was a little different, but you could expect maybe 12 a game for him.
Yeah, 12, 15 easily.
Yeah.
Because when I noticed, towards the end, he wasn't finding Waller because I'm pretty sure they were double teaming him, of course.
Yeah.
And they were forcing him to go outside. And that's when Henry Ruggs made the one play, and everybody else was just Bryan Edwards. That guy was amazing. I like him too.
Really?
Yeah. They've been talking about him since last year.
I know, but do you really like him? Because did you really be impressed by him by the end of the day?
By the end of the day, absolutely. The stretch, the way he was trying to get the touchdown, making that big catch in the big time. Wow. That was just sad that they didn't score a touchdown on that drive.
You know what's my issue with the Raiders? Because I actually like the Raiders. Personal thing. But my issue is that their division is very tough. I predicted the Broncos to make it to maybe the playoffs because I like them this year. I think they're consistent on both ends of the ball. So that just tells you that's a throw-in. The Chargers to me are a good team.
They're on the come up.
Yeah. I think they're
very young.
I know maybe people don't believe that they're a playoff team immediately, but I think the Chargers are a playoff team.
They're gonna make a threat. They're the only one. To me, they're the only team that can make a run for the money against Kansas City.
Really?
It's 1A, 1B, and then Broncos and Raiders.
Okay, you're talking about the division.
Yeah, in the division, of course.
All right, just wanted to make sure we clear that up. But the last one that I had was the Vegas receivers. That's my takeaway from there. I'm going to be honest with you. Just want to quickly mention, do you see anybody fantasy relevant?
The only one I would give him a little bit of more edge to him is because Henry Ruggs, because of his breakaway speed. That's pretty much it. That's what's separating him right now from everybody else is his speed. He is fast, but you're going to need a quarterback to throw the deep ball. And
I was going to say Hunter Renfrow.
Hunter Renfrow was pretty good.
I think he had 6 for 70, 13.
Yeah, you'll love it in a PPR.
Yeah.
Put him in the flex.
I was going to say, worst case scenario.
Flex.
At least he's safe, yeah.
Absolutely. So,
yeah, definitely it, man. Appreciate that. And so we're going to keep the ball rolling. Did you have any takeaways from the game, by the way? You wanted to mention something? I know you're excited. You're happy.
I'm just happy with the W.
Who they got this week?
Good question.
I was about to say.
After the loss that I took this week, I was just...
Yeah.
I learned one game at a time, and we're starting off with Thursday.
And that's the important thing. And that's the most important thing. Well, we're going to move from the NFL now to college football. Waiver wires.
Before we do that.
We ain't talk about waiver wires.
We haven't talked about the waiver wires.
Is that what you're about to lead to?
No, they're at Pittsburgh, so it's going to be a tough one.
Okay.
But waiver wires.
Yes.
Some people took some hits this week.
Okay.
And your boy was one of them.
There you go.
One in each league.
Yes.
Lost Mostert. Then I lost Jerry Jeudy. What to do?
There you go.
Don't stress it, guys. That's what we're here for. I was telling you, with the wide receiver position, it's very easy to me to find somebody out there.
Yeah, for sure.
Because you just got to find the right system.
Right.
And right now,
and hit the right flex wide receiver 3 that could boom for a 1 that runway or 2.
like I always said, if you can find you a wide receiver in the waivers, do not wait. Jump on him, take him, and I'm telling you guys, Christian Kirk is available in almost all the waivers.
Christian Kirk is going to leave you with a smirk when he goes to work.
Wow. You're a jerk. But, man,
You about to do that dance?
I was about to, but thank God the table's away because I can't do it anyway. But I'm telling you, man, just being a part of that offense, Christian Kirk is going to be that. I'm just hoping that, well, it's going to be hard for him to maintain that. Kyle Murray is going to be hard to play because he ain't going to throw 4 touchdowns and rush for 1 every game, especially against that division.
Yeah.
But, man, Christian Kirk, I like him this week. I mean, just because A.J. Green is not catching up. And, their rookie Moore is far behind.
Don't say far behind. I was going to say he did a good job too, come on. Solid.
You seen that
but
one catch?
Kirk is still 2.
You seen that catch?
Kirk is currently 2.
That run.
I did not see the catch.
Well, Kyle Murray left the play, kept running around, kept running in circles, hit the brakes, pulled back, threw it.
To who?
To Moore.
Oh, okay. He was looking good? I mean, I heard he was looking good. I didn't really watch that play. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not see that play, but I was reading that, and I looked at his numbers. Yeah, so, but Christian Kirk...
definitely their number 2.
And it was a good pickup. But continue on. Who else did you have?
Eli Mitchell.
That's the consensus.
Here's the funny part. So I got a friend, Dula, big Niners fan. And I was like, yo, I got Niner running backs. I got Mostert on this team, Sermon on this team. You know what he told me? No, there's a 5th rounder, Eli Mitchell.
Did he really say that?
He really told me.
You got to take that advice from them because they follow the 49ers.
Oh, man. He told me, he's like, man, he's out playing Sermon. I guarantee you he's going to. And what happened? Sermon's a healthy scratch. And then after the game, Shanahan's talking about, well, Mitchell has been playing harder and practicing better. So I was like, wow.
So, by the way, Elijah Mitchell is also in that category of running backs nobody thought about that ends up being that dude.
No. Yeah.
Whoever the running back is in San Fran is going to be that dude. Top 12 fantasy running back, in my opinion.
Because Kyle Shanahan's offense runs.
Yes, they run.
And they got one of the best blocking tight ends in the game.
And the best blocking system in the game as well. And not about their system being great, but they have players that work that system really well.
Absolutely.
Which matters. It
Absolutely.
does. Dude, literally, every running back that started for San Fran is a solid start. Like, they're going down to the 5th, 4th, 5th. Like, Jermichael Hasty was in lineups.
Yep. Baby Marshawn. Jacob tried to sell him to me.
Jermichael.
He was like, yo, man, that's baby beast mode. There ain't no baby beast mode. You just got the dreads.
Me and Jacob were talking trades today already. I was like, man. But me and Jacob, low-key, we average a trade a year.
Oh, me too.
Yeah. Like, low-key. Because, like, people don't really trade with people, unless they trade with people. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense.
Yeah, you feel comfortable. Like, you know what? The last trade I did with him was pretty good. Yeah. He ain't going to screw me over this week.
But, yeah, man. No, trade with Jacob, man, we always keep it real. I try to keep it real with people.
I love trades, man.
Man, you just got to... The way I look at trades, and I don't want to go off topic too much, because did you name all 3? I don't even think you even got to your third one.
I haven't got to mine.
Okay, but what I was want to say about trades is as long as you make it fair and make it make sense, it's not about getting someone, it's about getting what you need.
Absolutely.
Or getting what you want as well. You know what I'm saying? There are people out there that try to just get someone. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, it's fantasy. If you want a player on your team, I'm not saying break your team to get him, but do what you got to do to get
exactly.
Them. That'll make you love your game to the game a lot more, honestly.
Third waiver wire pickup of the week, Jose. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, who's that?
I'm eating his W.
Jameis? Famous
Jameis. The king of the crab legs, Jameis Winston. My man is back. I'm just happy to see. I mean, that was one of those weird games, too. I think they intercepted Aaron Rodgers like 3 times or twice, back-to-back plays, and found themselves in good positions to score, and Jameis was just he was not backing down because he knows Hill's breathing down his neck. So famous Jameis is coming back. He's looking good, looking real good, and just for that offense, because it's Sean Payton's system, man. That's like another one of those systems,
the
man.
49ers offensive line system.
Exactly, man.
Sean Payton offensive system. Yeah, that matters.
And when you got one of the best running backs in the game, and they're still not, they don't even have the best receiver yet. They're gonna get Michael Thomas back.
Yeah. Definitely. So, We got Illwell said, do I have faith in Saquon or not? That question is going to be answered. I could answer first if you'd like to.
Please, because I was about to ask you that question.
Okay, so Saquon, you have to be patient with him. The problem is the Giants' offense. They're inconsistent. Like, you don't know what to expect from them. Like, last week, I was, like, in a toss-up because I didn't know what to expect from the Giants. But what I seen from them is a team that's still discombobulated in a way. Like, there was a meme of two offensive linemen were, like, face-to-face.
You seen that?
I know that's just a meme. But my point is, just the score
play.
and how the game went and the game flow, the way Denver went into their house and beat them by more than 2 touchdowns, like, or was it 2 touchdowns, I think? Like, it's a weird thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, something is not right. But in terms of Saquon, going back to Saquon Barkley, be patient. Like, if he's on the field, he's going to get you at least 15 minimum.
I don't think he played
He did not play that much. That's the only thing. You got to understand that. They said, you know, with Swift, I was worried. They said he's going to be on the snap count. Yeah. I said, I'm going to still do it. Saquon, same situation. I'm not going to lie to you. Saquon, they ended up doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, unfortunately...
they said there was no limits, but then they limited him.
Yeah, they definitely limited him.
I think they did that just because they thought it was going to be an easy game.
Well, really? No, I don't know. I think they did that because there's going to be a Thursday night game, which is tomorrow.
And it's a division game.
And now let him loose. But I still don't think it's going to be that early in terms of him playing the way up to his potential. Yep. I say after week 4. Give him a month. You got to be patient. Give him a month. After week 4, start judging him.
Let him get his legs back.
That's when he's going to officially, I feel like, that's when you could be like, all right, is he really a good pick or no? That's my opinion. Khalid Hussein said BG in the finals. Yep, BG's playing Moti's team in the finals next week.
Yep.
Shout out to BG and also Hammer Time, True Value Hardware. We'll talk more about that.
They're playing today?
No, next week. They're playing today 35 and over.
Okay.
The league that Tony's been in for 9 years. How you be in a 35 and over league for 9 years?
We're gonna start a families only.
Hey, mashallah.
55 and up.
Listen, mashallah. He's been in that league longer than I've had a career. Mashallah. Tony, listen, because Tony thinks that we did the midah on him, man. Shout out to my man Tony. Mashallah, Tony. Tony, we love you. Tony. By the way, let me tell you something about Tony. Top respected athlete that I know from the neighborhood.
Absolutely.
Number 1.
Loved by everybody.
Yes, and just consistently good / great.
You find somebody that doesn't like Tony, then you find somebody I don't like. I'll tell you that. That's first thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and they're lying.
They're lying. All right, they just like to joke around. Okay, so continuing on, your third one was famous Jameis. Okay, so my 3 top waiver wires, not in any order, but these are my 3. I got Elijah Mitchell. That was the consensus one.
Yeah.
My second one is a guy. I'm whispering to you, Jose, and I think he's one of those situations that he's slowly creeping is Kenneth Gainwell.
I already picked him up in 2 leagues.
Kenneth Gainwell.
And when
let Sanders go down.
When he scored that touchdown, I was like,
okay.
Omar.
Yes. So if Sanders goes down, I'm just telling you, he's a potential same situation with the San Fran and Baltimore dude too. But Kenneth Gainwell, I think, is a safe pickup. And then number 3 to me is Sterling Shepard. I did not know he had that good of a game. You know, he ended up having like
19 points he had.
Yeah, so he had
in a PPR format.
Yes. I think it's probably better than that. I think he had like 7 catches for like 109 yards or something like that and a touchdown.
Wow.
Yeah, he had a very good game. I was like, whoa.
He's like Daniel Jones' favorite.
So that's what I realized.
That's a security blanket.
When he's healthy, Sterling Shepard is a solid receiver.
Top 15.
And they're in some leagues, he's probably not picked up. People scoop him up this week. So Sterling Shepard is on my list.
But see, that falls into another situation where their offense is...
For sure.
Yeah.
And that's why he was on the waivers. All right, so when we give you these options, I'm just giving you somebody that, hey, maybe there's something. That's what I'm trying to like.
There's something there.
Yeah, exactly. So those were our waiver wire pickups of the day. All right, and so now let's keep it moving. Are you ready to talk some college football, Jose?
I live for college football.
You know, there's a couple things I got to talk about, especially that team in Ann Arbor. You know, I'm just wondering
the ranked team?
That's exactly what the discussion is going to be about, is how is a team like that in Ann Arbor ranked. But before we talk about that, I can tell you somebody that should be ranked as the top 1 quick lube station in the whole country of the United States of America, and that's Fortson Quick Lube, Jose.
Top 5 easily.
Top 5 easily. Their address is 14747 Ford Road, Dearborn, Michigan. Their number is 313-791-7520. Shout out to Ahmad, my cousin Ahmad right there. Ahmad is Sufi. Fortson Quick Lube is featured by Mobile. Only Mobile featured oil change in East Dearborn. They service all makes and models and have the best deals and even better service. You know, they've been open since 2014. It's their 7th year, mashallah. And shout out to those guys. Like, when I go there, like, people don't like having oil changes.
That's like one of the things that it's like getting a haircut.
Exactly.
You just hate doing it.
I hate doing it, but when you go there,
They
you
make
know,
it easy.
they make it easy. And good conversation, if that's something you want to do, because some people don't like being talked to when they get in those situations.
All you
But
got to do is give him the hand, and he won't say a word.
there we go. So, he said, by the way, oh, your boy balled last week. Well, 35-0. Who is he talking about? 35-0, Ill Will.
Who is he talking about?
Yeah, 35-0. Who you talking about? Well, we gotta make sure we're on the same page right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm kind of mad right now. I'm not thinking about this right now. 35-0.
That's a tough one. I mean, what is that? A record or is that the score?
Yeah, I'm trying to
I'm
figure
thinking
it
he
out.
was trying to write a score because he had a great fantasy week.
Oh, did he? That's what he's saying.
He almost cracked 200.
Okay, so
Yeah.
that's probably what he's saying. He's saying that he balled out.
Oh, he balled.
He balled out.
He balled.
That's what he's saying. Big money ball out. That's my man Ill Will right there.
You should go work for Hammer Time Ballers.
There we go. There we go. All right, so now, talking some college football, all right? We want to show y'all that we're a little bit diverse and we can get into some college football. So I'm going to fly through the rankings right quick, and then you tell me what teams you want to talk about, surprises and stuff like that. So the AP Top 25, Alabama, Georgia at 2, Oklahoma, Oregon, Iowa, Clemson, Texas A&M, Cincinnati, Ohio State, Penn State, Florida, Notre Dame, UCLA, Iowa State, Virginia Tech, Coastal Carolina at 16, Ole Miss 17, Wisconsin, Arizona State, Arkansas. And then to round up the top 25, you got North Carolina, Auburn, BYU, Miami, and Michigan.
I see you boys in blue.
So that's the top 25. Jose, what are your couple takeaways so far from that top 25 list?
Number one, everybody in Michigan loves them some Ducks right now. Them Oregon Ducks.
Yes.
I love that game. Of course, we know why. We love that game.
Yes.
Yeah. But when they were able to pull out a victory with Ohio State dropping 614 yards on offense, I was like, you know what? You guys got lucky.
Yeah.
Because, Ohio State, they always let you get that little lead. The next thing you know, because they got the best receivers in the country.
They do.
And they'll take the top off of defense easily. So for you guys, thank you. I'm still shocked that, I understand why Ohio State is still top 10 because they're going to stay up there. They're going to stay in the top 10 unless they lose again. But shout out to the boys in blue, the men in Ann Arbor. Jim Harbaugh finally got the run game that he wants.
Do you really feel that way?
This is probably the best run game he's had in the past 7 years.
Oh, man, Jose, we're going to have to, man.
7 years.
All right, go ahead, continue.
7 years, by the way.
7 years?
7 years.
Okay. Oh, go ahead, continue. Tell me about this run game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Who should teams be worried about?
Honestly, it's a 1-2 punch. You really can't go with one person. But my main thing is, I wanted us to play for the future. Harbaugh, that's not his style for some reason. We got some young talent at quarterback. I think that's what's going to hurt us the most. And us losing Bell for our number one receiver.
That's a big blow.
That's one of the big, especially the first game of the season.
Yeah.
When you lose a top guy, usually you can see the team get drained, and then a quiet team like the Washington, University comes in and upsets them. That will scare me. I was thinking they might come out iffy, but Harbaugh pounded the rock. I think they had over 200 and. So
yeah, but go ahead, continue. I'm sorry.
No, you're good. Yeah.
Adnan from Hamtramck Hardware is giving me a call right now, but I'm not assuming that he's not watching the Fantasy Guys. But just want to give a shout out from Hamtramck and Adnan go
Mr.
by.
Hammer Time Ball.
Hammer Time Ball.
But like I was saying, I was really shocked that they got into the 25. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think they deserve to be ranked yet. They did play 2 good games. They played all right games. I want them ranked after they play a Big Ten team. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I don't even know who's that first team they're gonna play.
Yeah. So I just want to mention this. A couple takeaways from that because we'll get to Michigan, but Oregon is a big one. That was a big win for them. They jumped to number 4, so they're already so if the playoffs started today, they're in there. Big jump right there.
Big jump.
It's a big jump. Georgia at 2. I like Georgia. I've heard some great things. I heard some great things about Georgia. going into this year, and they got a lot of older seniors and juniors on the team. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're about. And I always like to see another team other than Alabama come out of the SEC, but it doesn't seem it might be both of them in there. And then Penn State's at 10. Shout out to Kalen and Kobe King, man. I know they're in there. Top 10 team, man. Congratulations if this somehow, some way gets to them. You know what I'm saying? Them boys, I'm telling y'all. Them boys are out
Penn
there.
State's,
top 10.
as long as James Franklin stays around.
Yeah. You know, you broke news to me saying that he might go to USC. That's the rumor.
Reports coming out. You know, USC's a hot gig. You know what I'm saying? It's as soon as that it's open. They questioned
Urban Meyer.
Urban Meyer today. That's crazy. I mean, yeah. So
knowing Urban, though, you never know.
Yeah, he's probably thinking, like, what did I get myself into?
Jacksonville?
Trevor Lawrence can't throw for nothing.
Okay. Before we get into... we could talk about Trevor Lawrence another time, because I was going to say, like, what was our thoughts about that? But let's not get into that, too.
Yeah.
But overall, Urban Meyer, serious candidate or no? Do you really think that?
He could pull a Nick Saban. He could pull a Nick Saban. So.
All right, but yeah, you said reports about James Franklin though. Going to USC.
James Franklin. You know, of course, every hot. They also had Anthony Bellamy, I think, the offensive coordinator of the Kansas City Chiefs.
Yeah, for sure.
So everybody's name's popping up right now.
Yep.
So.
All right. Well, there you go. So I got Penn State. Then I got Michigan at 25. All right. That's what I want to also mention.
You want to talk about them too?
Yeah.
Everybody's talking about them.
Yeah. So Michigan at 25. I'm gonna be honest with you. Just judging off what I'm seeing, and obviously, everybody could be wrong, but I think this is not Michigan's year to be like excited about. When I was watching them, I'm sitting there, I'm looking at a team that is still the old Michigan identity of the last few years. Like if y'all see something different, that's why I like to just hear people that are Michigan fans talk, because you got to see that. Too, man. You got to see that's the similar thing that's been going on. Can that be Ohio State? How about that? Forget Michigan State.
No.
Exactly. So then, for a team that season is based off of that game.
That's what sucks.
You know what I'm saying? And then I think that's not going to be the only game I lose, though. Just want to throw that out there. Like, I don't think even then that Michigan team is where it might just be Ohio State lost this year. I think you guys are, there's a reason why y'all weren't ranked going into the year. And I'm not trying to beat up on Michigan. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it real. You know, I'll keep it real. Listen, this may be your first time hearing me. So people might think, well, oh, this guy's a homer, Michigan State guy. Yep. So I got to make it clear. You're going to hear me talk about Michigan. If they're doing their thing, they're doing their thing.
They deserve it. That we talk about them.
But I mean, it's only 25. It's not that. I'm just wanting to start some drama right now. But at the end of the day, I think Michigan State should be more ranked better than them.
Yeah.
I just think it's Michigan, the brand. You know, because we beat Northwestern. You know, then we did what we had to do with Youngstown State. So I'm not saying that Michigan State should have been ranked, but from the two teams, MSU should have been ranked. You know, we went into Northwestern and beat them. And they made it to the Big Ten Finals last year.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
My thing is to you, I think what's holding the Michigan back is John Harbaugh's ego. He's a very, I don't know what it is. He inherited a great team. That's what he did. He inherited that team.
He did. He has a great...
His first year had a great team. He had like 3-4 freaking Pro Bowlers in my eyes on defense. Man. So he got real lucky in his first couple of years, but now the truth is coming out. You know, he's just a brand at this point. Give me a guy that's hungry. I honestly don't see him coaching after another 2 years so in Michigan. So it could be his last year according to your stats, but. Because if you don't win no Big Ten games this year, it's gonna be
no Big Ten games. Hold on. I'm not saying they're gonna be. They're not gonna win.
No. I'm talking about the division only, my man.
Yeah.
He's been dropping duds.
Are you trying to say he don't win the Big Ten? You're saying
he doesn't win at all. I mean, I don't know. He doesn't win the big games.
Okay, how about
Big
this?
Ten.
Let's say they win, but lose to Ohio State.
Unfortunately, as a Michigan coach, you can lose all your games and win the Ohio State game, and you'll look like, thank you, you're good. Good. We'll see you next year.
We'll see you next year.
You win all those games.
Go prepare for the next season.
Like, man, we need to figure this out. Yo, man, come back here. We got.
But the problem is, it's vice versa though too. You could win all your games and lose that one, and people will look at it like a failure.
Absolutely, it's crazy, man. It's a tough job to have.
That Michigan versus Ohio State game, I remember growing up. Like that was a big game, man. That was a big game.
It was one of the. One of the best.
Yeah, just wanted to make sure people weren't calling or anything like that, calling us in. We're breaking down college football right now, Jose. See what I'm saying? We're talking sports. We're already 35 minutes in.
It's getting cold outside.
It's
pumpkin
getting cold.
spice is at your local Tim Hortons.
Yep, and every other coffee place that's out there, pumpkin spice is in.
It's that time of the year.
Yeah, definitely that time of the year. So we're going to keep the show rolling, and I guess now we can start talking about NBA draft, okay? It's already 35 minutes in. We can make the show an hour, so we're going to try to go through this maybe the next 15, 20 minutes. I mean, that's probably what I went through anyway. So
because we still got to get to the Thursday night game.
And then we got to get to the Thursday night game. We're going to close it out with the Thursday night game. And by the way, prepare for a player, your Hammer Time Hammer of the Week. Just want to throw that out there. No, I'm sorry. Hammer Time Hammer of the Week starts that you're going to start. But I need to know what your gift to gain, the player that's going to give the fantasy teams a W this week. All right?
Shout out to
All right?
Gift to Gain.
Shout out to Gift to Gain. So I want to get your call out because what I do is every Thursday, for my gold sponsor, I do a post on social media, and then I do like a little line like that.
Okay.
So I'm going to say Jose's Gift to Gain player is that will give your team a winner is blah, blah, blah. And mine is going to be blah, blah, blah. Let's hope that we don't pick the same person. If you want to, you're more than welcome.
It happens. It happens a lot
Yes,
here.
it does. When we give good advice, you don't think twice.
Okay.
As you can see, the lines are coming, Jose.
Yeah.
All right?
I got to write these down.
All right, so we have broken this down to 3 different lists. We got players that we are feeling very certain about that they're going to ball out. And obviously, nothing is certain, but we feel good. Then we have players that we call sleepers and steals, players that went later than they probably should have. That's how I felt like I want to address in my list. And then players that we feel like might be busts, okay? That we feel like, all right, you know what, this team messed up, okay? So, starting off the list of certain players that you feel like will be balling out, Jose. Are we starting off with the number 1 overall pick?
I mean, that's the obvious for me and you. Feels
Yes.
like Mr. Cunningham.
Mr. Cunningham.
Welcome to the 313. I like him. I think
President Cunningham.
President Cunningham.
I'm about to start calling him that.
President Cunningham?
President Cunningham.
Yep.
Prez.
Let me tell you something.
The real
Let
Prez.
me tell you something about the Prez real quick.
Okay?
He's going to change our offense.
He's going to change Detroit.
He's going to change the city. What, is he running for mayor? I didn't know that.
President Cunningham.
President Cunningham. How are you?
Yes.
But man,
Greet him appropriately.
I sure will. Mr. Cunningham, sir. But, well, Mr. Cunningham, President Cunningham,
Yes.
is going to, like I say, he's going to bring the players into Detroit. He's going to make the people want to come to this city. He's going to be the face of the franchise. He's going to, I mean, we all grew up on the Bad Boys. We all grew up with, we already know who our Isaiah Thomas, our Joe D, the Big Bens, the Chauncey Billups, the Rips, our little Fab Five, Sheed, Tayshaun, and then Mr. Cunningham is going to come right after them.
Yes, he is.
He's going to close that gap that we've been missing all
Big
this
gap.
time.
What's his name? The lineman from the New York Giants?
Strahan.
Michael Strahan gap.
That Invisalign that, brother. You know what I'm saying? So I'm
No.
geeked up. We finally got our baller.
Yes. My wife says Amila says hi as my daughter, and then she's laughing because she probably was cracking up about our little scene that we just did right there.
Oh, yeah, she probably loved it. She's
Yeah.
probably a Raiders fan. You don't even know it.
Oh.
So, real quick, my son, he's a big Pirate fan.
Pittsburgh?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're talking about just like, he's
Okay.
5 years old.
Yeah,
he's a Pirate fan.
I was about to say, that's
So-
random.
So I showed him the Raiders a T-shirt. He jumped. So I think I just made another Raider
Wait till
fan.
I show him the Buccaneers t-shirt,
Don't you do
the
this
old
to me,
school
please.
logo.
Don't do this, please. There's a Brady jersey roaming in my house. So.
There you go. But go ahead, continue on what we were saying about Cade. I think everything that you said is true. I really believe that he is.
And he plays both sides
I mean,
of the ball.
and by the way, I want to say inshallah because he's our Detroiter and we don't want to have anything happen to him. But Cade Cunningham, I feel like he is a safe, very good player. Amelia wanted to text you and she got so hyped when you said her name. So she put big. All right, that's the letters.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, thank you, Amelia. So yeah, but I think Cade Cunningham. We're gonna talk a lot about him. I'm assuming throughout the year.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I don't want to just focus on him today, but I think he's the truth, and he is on top of my list as a safe player.
I remember. I think it was last year, as soon as they announced we had the number 1 pick, we talked about this.
Yes.
We talked about he can change a franchise. You know,
For sure.
Everybody was talking about Jalen Green. This that no.
Yeah.
I never wanted Jalen Green.
Jalen Green's number 2 on my list because he's gonna do his thing.
Of course.
People need to understand he's gonna be a human bucket. I just want to go out there and say this, put this on the limb. Jalen Green's gonna. I have a feeling Jose is gonna average over 20 points his rookie year. Like he's on Houston. Okay, Houston right now is looking for buckets. They're just a team like with young, surprisingly young talent. I'm not gonna lie, they're low key got a little bit of talent in Houston now, but he's I think the number 1 scorer possibly.
Yeah.
I mean, unless you're gonna go with what's his name?
But what about
that went
we're talking all around.
on their
Does he
team?
play better defense than Cade Cunningham?
Oh no! I do not want him for 1. I'm just saying he's number 2 on my list of I think safe picks.
Okay.
He deserved to be number 2 pick, is what I'm saying.
Oh, so my number 2 pick is a little different. If that's yours.
Okay.
My number 2 pick went to the New York Knicks.
Wow.
Mr. Grimes, man, Quentin Grimes.
You think he's safe? Gonna happen?
Safe? No, it's just because of the. Well, number 1, I think he was a great player coming out of college.
Yes.
Number 2, the Knicks right now, man, young talent. The oldest players, D Rose coming off the bench. Man, I just love what they got all around him. It's gonna be like a perfect situation for him, man. It's like. He could have went to another team that he could have probably had trouble getting on the court and this, that. But with this team, it's going to be a perfect rotation. Young core. Still got R.J. Barrett. Oh, man. I big Barrett fan, by the way. I love that guy. So coming out of Duke. So I think
It sounds like it.
Yeah, they're gonna be great together.
It sounds like you're a New York Knicks fan.
I'm not a Knicks fan, but yeah.
Okay, you're not a Knicks fan. Tell me who's number 3 on your list.
Number 3.
Tell them the season tickets you just ordered before you start the show.
Yeah. Number 3, we're shooting back to the West Coast.
Okay.
We're landing in Cali again from the Sacramento Kings. Davion Mitchell.
Just take my paper,
Let me tell you
Jose.
something, guys. I don't take picks. I make them.
Josh Allen versus Miami or Dak versus Chargers. We'll get to that. But Davion Mitchell,
You seen him in the summer league?
I like him a lot.
I loved him.
He's on my list of steals. So he went number 9, and I consider him a top 6 player for sure. So I look at that like, that's a steal. Like
Absolutely.
3 picks in the first round is huge.
Absolutely, because we see them flop a lot.
Yeah. So I think he's a safe and could be a certain pick.
Absolutely.
You know what you're getting from him, which is a hard worker, and he could be if his offensive game is anywhere near as like above average, he's a steal.
Absolutely.
Because defensively and his work ethic, he's gonna be solid in the NBA.
But the only thing that worries me about it, he's in the West Coast, so that's what's
and he's not gonna be noticed because he's in Sacramento.
Nobody
In a
knows.
city of...
Is De'Aaron Fox
They're
still
the
on that
4th team known, probably. I think the Clippers got a better fan base in Sacramento.
team? I don't even know if Sacramento got a fan base yet. We should start one.
You already got your teams in Cali. So, Josh Allen versus Miami or Dak versus Chargers. I think he asked us this last week, and we said you don't ever bench Josh. No, it was Josh Allen or Matt Stafford.
Yeah.
So, this is a tough
Oh,
one.
yeah, we're sorry about that, too, by the way. But,
Yeah. Who ended up doing... We said... What did we say?
I think the question was, I remember it being Ryan Tannehill or Dak Prescott.
Did I say Tannehill?
Yeah, you wanted the 10 on the hill.
No.
Yes. And I told you you drafted Dak Prescott early for a reason.
Oh, yeah, because it was Bucks. I said stay away from the Bucks. I did say that. You are right. So, Josh Allen versus Miami or Dak versus Chargers. Can you bench any one of these guys?
Yeah, first of all, I'm surprised he has both of these quarterbacks.
Michael Gallup is out. I don't know if that matters. Josh Allen's playing Miami. This is tough.
Yeah, because you're going against 2 good defenses.
Yeah, my opinion, again, I don't think something like this decision is going to make or break you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I don't
see
think you
them
could
both
go
scoring
wrong.
The same way?
Yeah, you can't go wrong with this kind of situation.
But if you had to pick one.
If I had to pick one, you can't sit Dak anymore, man. I think he's the number 1 fantasy quarterback.
For real?
Yeah. Unfortunately for me, because I don't have him in any leagues, it's him, Kyle Murray, or Mahomes, or Josh Allen. It's those 4 I think that's in the category. But Dak, they throw the ball so much.
No, that game, they threw the ball a lot.
I know, but I don't think anything's going to change.
They were scared to do the run
He's
game,
303 touchdowns probably weekly.
Wow. Yeah, he is.
Come on, man. Like 302.
I
think it's like a percent.
I'm just big on Josh Allen, man.
Me too, man.
Especially coming off that nasty game.
He was my number 1 fantasy quarterback. My prediction of number 1 boom Philly quarterback. That was my prediction. So Josh Allen to me, but the way that they played against Pittsburgh, I don't know if there's.
Was it Pittsburgh or was it?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't know. So Dak to me is safe almost in this situation And watch Josh Allen. I think with the way Dak played, you can't bench him. But the way Josh Allen played, you can bench him.
Yeah, I feel you.
You know what I'm saying? And then if Josh Allen balls, now you really do have a problem in your hands because now both of their quarterbacks are
And
gonna.
we're gonna be here every week for you to answer this question.
Yes.
So feel free.
But who are you going with? In all honesty,
I would want to go with Josh Allen.
Josh Allen. I'm saying Dak. So
just because I feel like Miami's secondary is a little bit weaker than even though Miami has a good secondary. I'm not saying they don't have it. It's just, man, I think the LA Chargers has got one of the best secondaries.
And Josh Allen gives you the running upside.
Yes, and they got
rushing
no
touchdowns,
running game.
and they have no running game. So that's what gives Josh Allen, to me, a safer edge.
A slider, a little bit.
Yeah.
They're still neck and neck.
But Dak Prescott, my advice is trade one of those guys and get yourself like a RB1 possibly, like David Montgomery. I think I would do that personally. I'll trade one of those guys for David Montgomery. Me personally, try to offer that up. See if the guy would budge, because David Montgomery safe.
But he could have been one of those guys that drafted Dak last year, and he was like, you know what? I'm about to run it safe. I'm taking 2 quarterbacks.
Yeah, and both of them look great. I mean, I think both of them will be great. So we got Greg. I'm not even gonna try to pronounce his last name. He's at start 2 PPR. Gaskin, Henderson, or Mitchell. So I'm definitely going Mitchell. And Gaskin is playing Buffalo. Henderson, the Rams. I, on the top of my head, can't tell you who they're playing right now, but I can definitely check it out. So who would you go with? Gaskin, Mitchell, or Henderson? And
honestly, I want to go with I want Gaskins for sure. I like Gaskins. I'm a big Gaskins fan.
Really?
Yeah.
You're that big of a fan, right? For sure?
I mean, right now, out of those 3, Gaskins is number 1.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, then you got to go Mitchell.
Mitchell's
it's
the
San
hot
Fran's
hand right now.
running game,
Mitchell's
man.
the hot hand right now. But it's like right now, the Rams is looking like one of the best offenses in the league, and you know what I'm saying? I see where he's coming from. He drafted Henderson before all 3 the other 2 guys, so.
Yeah.
But, man, trust me, I think, regardless, those 2 are your best options. Gaskins and Eli, well, it is PPR, so Gaskins and Eli Mitchell will still be your safest pick. Henderson is not your everyday PPR running back, so you're better off going with Gaskins against Buffalo and Eli.
There you go.
The Book of Eli.
Yeah, so I'll take about Rams are playing Indy, by the way.
The Colts?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't know if that changes anything. You know what? I'm gonna go with Miami's home. Yeah, that's good. I'm for sure going Mitchell, and then Gaskin and Henderson also falls in that category of, again, I don't think they're gonna be that far away from each other, so you can't go wrong with either or. And those moments, I tell people to go with your gut, but don't think that that's gonna be a make or break moment. Like me as a fantasy owner, there are ones that I feel like are gonna be make or break, and there are ones that are gonna be like, dude, even if you went wrong, you can't be mad.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And seriously, are you like that too?
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying?
Position.
Yeah.
If that guy scores over 15 points, I'm happy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you expect.
And even if another guy scored 19, but you got that 15 from that guy, you can't be mad.
No.
That's what I'm trying to say. Unless that was like a make or break situation, that's when you'd be like, ah.
Then
But more times are not. It's not like that. More times are not. So that's one of those situations where I'd be like, go with what you want to feel like with Darrell Henderson and Myles Gaskin, that is. So
another thing is with Gaskins, for some reason I feel like his production is starting to slow down once Tua came into the picture.
No, believe it or not, it's not bad when Tua's there. Yeah. It's just they're playing everybody. They're playing everybody. I see what you're saying. Yeah, they're playing everybody. Yeah, that's the problem.
Waddle,
is that
Parker.
There you go. And now Will Fuller is back.
Gosh.
But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Going back to now the NBA, you mentioned my certains was Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, and Jalen Suggs. People are sleeping on Jalen Suggs. That's the guy that I wanted the Pistons to take after Jalen Green if we were the top 3 pick, number 3. If we went any other way, I would have been so upset, but we didn't have to be in that predicament because we got President Cade, all right, President Cunningham. So thank goodness for that. But Jalen Suggs to me is going to be an NBA. He is like Chauncey Billups of a player, kind of player. Where a successful career.
Good shot.
Good leadership. Will be a leader of a point guard team. Yeah. So Jalen Suggs to me is a good point. He is?
I said he's not a
diva. Oh, he's not a diva. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought he was a good dude, man.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to now move on to my top 3 sleepers and steals. I got Davion Mitchell, Luka Garza, Detroit Pistons with the number 52 pick. As soon as that pick happened, I was messaging. No, first of all, not soon. When it was still the 37th pick, when we had that pick, I was like, I hope we get. I named 3 people. I put Luka Garza, I put Aaron Henry, and I put Ayo Dosunmu from the Illinois.
Mm-hmm.
You know Dosunmu, right?
Yeah.
He had that mask on while half through the year. Those were the 3 people I put. All right. The Pistons ended up trading the 37th pick to Charlotte, so we ended up getting like the 45th pick out of that deal, and we let go of what's his name, Plumlee from our team. Okay. Dosunmu went 38. I was like, oh my god. Right to the Bulls, by the way.
Yeah, I know.
Right after the pick that we traded, I was like, oh my god. At 45 comes around, we take Isaiah Livers. The Quivers.
I like that pick.
I like your pick too, by the way. I like the pick too.
What you wanted, your boy.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you. He ended up not even getting drafted, but it's okay. At 52, Luka Garza dropped to the Pistons.
They talked about that pick the next day.
Dude, guys, Luka was the college basketball player of the year. Does people understand? I want to talk about this because this is, when he was playing, I was like, where is he going? Is he going like a bottom lottery? That's why I said while the season was going on in college basketball, I was like, what is he going, like 10 through 15? I went to go check. They didn't even have him in the first round papers. Then when I read even deeper, they're saying second round might not get drafted.
Wow.
And this was like in January. You know, when he was balling, February, when he was balling. I'm like, why? Like, don't get me wrong, defensively is suspect.
Yeah.
But where's the NBA going? Last time I checked,
offense now.
Last time I checked, there's players that are not scorers doing nothing on teams in the NBA.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Signing contract.
Garza is a human bucket. I'm serious. He's a bucket.
You know what's the craziest part? After the summer league, they're like, "Wow, he improved his shot." I never knew it could get any better, but
yeah. So I'm not saying that we got ourselves somebody. I guarantee you, but when they do a redraft, he's gonna be a top 20, maybe a top 15 player in this draft.
Don't you love seeing stuff like that?
Big time.
When you see a redraft and you see Isaiah Stewart,
2 out of 15 are
Sadiq
Pistons.
Bey
Yes.
in the first round, I'm like, wow.
Yes. That's what you want to see. You know what I'm saying?
The past 2 drafts, you cannot be mad at it.
Yeah.
Man.
And I'm happy with where they're going. The trend.
And back to where we're going, we were talking about the switches of GMs in the Detroit.
Yeah.
With the Lions and with like the upside for all these teams, even going to the Red Wings, everybody's young, everybody's got a future, and I love it, man.
Me too.
We're on the come up.
Exactly. And then my third one was Ayo Dosunmu. That is my guy. I wanted the Pistons to take him so bad. I think he is. I'm not saying they got him for 38. I think he's an NBA player, and I think he is an NBA player who will have a role in the NBA. You know, not just an NBA player that's going to be D-League and moving back and forth. That's my personal opinion. And when you get a guy like that at 38, that was a good pick.
Yeah.
Because if you look at the picks, like out of the 60 picks, 10 of them to 15, maybe 20 where you'd be like, are good. Next 40 are
Toss-ups.
Yeah.
Most of the second rounders make
Yeah.
G League.
So I look at Ayo Dosunmu as a guy that's probably going to be he's going to be in the category of he should have went in the first round in a redraft moment.
Oh, yeah.
So who are your still sleepers?
Well, you already took one of mine with Luka.
Yeah.
I told you. I'm
Doncic?
Garza.
I know.
Anyway.
Scorer like him, though. I just want to...
Now, here's a guy I felt like he got put in the right situation, and that's Sharif Cooper. He went to the Hawks. See, right now they're doing the smart thing and trying to build around that young Trey, and he's like the villain.
Ice Trey.
I love that guy, man. Ice in his veins, but it's going to be like...
Well, I could tell you're not a New York fan because you just said you love Trae Young, so that for sure just showed that.
But wait till I tell you my next sleeper.
Okay.
Man. Anyway, Cooper, like I said, he's been put in the right situation at the right time, I think, just because, but... He's like one of those late flares, so he went like in the second round, so he could end up not in the league. That's what I hate about the NBA, honestly, because it's like not a lot of people make it.
Yeah,
but
only 15 people on the roster.
That's crazy.
60 people get drafted. Half the teams already have their roster.
Third sleeper, Miles McBride of the New York Knicks. I'm not a Knicks fan. It just happened this way.
Yes.
And like I was saying, just because of the rookie class that they're in and the young team that they're in a situation where they can do better. And
There you go.
Quentin Grimes, man. I'm telling you, watch out for my boy.
I love it. And then we want to just quickly go over some busts that we think are not going to pan out, and then we could talk about Thursday Night Football.
I just want to announce one.
Yes.
He's not going to be a bust, but I just put him down as a bust. Jalen Green, man. Leave Detroit out your mouth, bro. Please. This is getting ridiculous. We didn't take you because you weren't the better player. You went to Houston. You're the new James Harden. Enjoy the strip clubs and the tacos because they're amazing. So I didn't have a lot of busts. So
yeah,
I just wanted
I'm gonna be honest with you. I had to like dig deep for the busts, okay? But once I realized that, I was like, oh, I gotta dig that deep. Let's start off with the Michigan man, Franz Wagner. The number 8 overall pick to the Orlando Magic.
I swear to God, he was literally gonna be my number 1 bust.
Yeah.
And then I was like, I can't do that to my team, man.
Yeah, Franz Wagner. Listen, man. Okay player. You know.
Yeah.
Like his brother went in the first round.
Mo, and where is he now?
Orlando.
Orlando.
Playing with his brother.
You know that was a request.
Yeah.
That was a request.
No, but listen, man. I liked him in college, but he was inconsistent.
Yeah, he was.
And to go top 10 is pretty crazy.
Sometimes I didn't know he was on the team.
Yeah, so that's not good. And again, I'm not a hater. I'm trying to keep it real. But Evan Mobley is also on my list. Now, when I say bust, I say that there were better players available at that moment that could have gone there. That's what I mean. So Evan Mobley, to me, should not have been top 5. That's my opinion. Maybe more top 8 to 10. That's just personally me. And then he went to Cleveland. They have 5 big men there, like respectable players on their team. You know, like they were joking and say this is a great starting 5. Like one of them tweeted it out. I think Jared Allen. And then like that's not funny to me. No, you don't want to have 5 good centers in this year NBA.
Nowadays you don't want to.
Yeah, so to me that's not even funny. And then my last one is Josh Christopher, but I had him as a bust or a sleeper because it's gonna be either or. It ain't gonna be anything middle. He was a McDonald's All-American. Chose a terrible decision to go to Arizona, University of Arizona, where nobody's seen him. They weren't that good.
Yeah.
And then went 24th overall to Houston. So it's either a high school All-American messed up because he's a bust, or the NBA messed up by letting him fall. So yeah, that's kind of how that goes. Did you want to add on anything or anything like that?
No, my phone's going off. I got questions for you anyway.
Go ahead. Let's start it off.
My little cousin Mock wants to know. You know, he's panicking. He's one of those guys.
Okay.
He's already ready to ship Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Taylor and Deebo Samuels for Josh Allen and Calvin Ridley.
Jonathan Taylor and Deebo Samuels
for Josh Allen and Calvin Ridley.
It depends on who else he has on his team.
I mean, he's going to put Calvin Ridley in the flex. His 2 running backs are going to be Saquon Barkley and Chris Carson.
Okay, who's his other running back that he's trading away?
He is trading
Jonathan
away
Taylor?
Jonathan Taylor. I think he took him in the first round.
Who's his quarterback right now?
Baker Mayfield. So he doesn't have one, basically.
Josh Allen, Calvin Ridley for Jonathan Taylor and Deebo Samuel. That's actually a good trade.
It is because he does have...
That is a good trade. I'm going to be honest with you. Because the way I look at it is Ridley's going to be solid. Obviously, you know...
Not the first game.
Who's the I know, right?
Yeah.
Who's the backup runner? I mean, who's his third running back? That matters.
Miles Gaskins. Hello. And he has Tyson Williams. Oh, you're solid, bro.
Yes. That's a big trade.
I think he just said this. Did you just want us to talk about
he wanted to talk about his team. Mahmoud, you could call in. Call in. I had Zindani just call me, too. I was going to call him back with this team. Oh, he texted up me, too. All right. So, with that said, Mark, you have any more questions, let us know. We on YouTube right here. Come check us out. OzMedia313. And before we move on to the last one, we're going to give a shout-out to our sponsor, third sponsor, that is, of today, which is Hammer Time True Value Hardware. Shout out to BG right now. They're balling right now out there.
Good luck, BG.
The Hammer Time Ballers. Their location is 16380 East Warren Avenue, Detroit, Michigan. The number is 313-444-1123. They are sponsoring the Fantasy Guys, both of the shows. Great service. They have great prices over there. They have all of your hardware needs as well.
Absolutely.
Shop local. You know what I'm saying? People that support things like this,
chains.
you gotta have to respect it.
Absolutely.
And appreciate it.
Because you know why? The big chains ain't gonna sponsor the Fantasy Guys for you.
Exactly.
Or your kid's soccer team. Remember that?
Yes, that is exactly who it is. So Bassam and Adnan Goba, great people, great men. I appreciate that from both of you. And so Moving on now to the Thursday night game.
Don't you just like talking about football?
Like everything is
It's
like,
still-
let's throw it all away. Yeah, let's throw it all away.
Matters anymore.
It's all about the NFL. There we go. So, Thursday night game, we got the Washington football team versus the New York Giants. Washington is at home. Second Thursday night game of the year. Last week, I said Tom Brady's going to throw 4. That boy threw 4. You said Tom Brady was going to ball out. Tom Brady balled out. We told people, I mean, one thing that I was wrong about is I thought it was going to be a blowout. But
I told you Dak was going to come out.
You did say Dak was going to come out. Jose was on fire yesterday.
Yeah,
I mean, last week. What'd
you put in my coffee last week? I didn't even...
Well, whatever it is, let's put it. I mean,
It's
we'll
in
make
there.
Yes. So hopefully, it's my week this week.
Hopefully.
So, Jose, first of all, let's break down with start and sit. Okay, let's start off with some fantasy. Who would you start from Washington? They're home. Who you got starting this week?
Fire up your boy Gibby. You know,
Okay.
of course, that's the no-brainer. You got your Antonio Gibson. You got your Scary Terry. I know some people are worried about Heineke, but I love Heineke better than the Fitzpatrick at this point, just because of the chemistry. He already played with the team. He damn near beat the Bucks in the playoffs with that team.
Yeah.
So the team's got his back. I think that's what hurt the team a little bit. So when they brought in the veteran quarterback and they felt like Heineke could have took that next step, this is his chance. So give me Heineke. I mean, I'm not going to start him this week. I mean, it wouldn't be a bad start anyway, but I feel like them and I see the Redskins defense smacking around
The Giants.
the Giants, just especially if they limit Barkley, man. That's like you said, what Giants offense we're gonna get? Are we gonna get the one where Daniel Jones throws for 3 touchdowns and like 300 yards and they're blocking great, or the one from last week?
Yeah. So that's his breakdown of Washington. Logan Thomas, you firing him up, top 12 tight end.
Listen, like I said, the tight end position. I forgot about Logan Thomas. I'm sorry, I apologize. Logan, as what we call him. My cousin calls him Wolverine. So
Yeah.
he's a great start. You know, top 10 tight end in my position, in my eyes, honestly, because it's a very thin position. So
Definitely. All right. So you got that Washington defense. You firing him up as well.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the best defenses in the league. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Great
And then
defensive line.
for Giants, I'm gonna maybe mention a couple people I think that you should probably consider. I think Shepard is a good consideration. I think he's a receiver right now on the Giants until Galladay proves otherwise. He caught 4 catches for 60 yards, something like that. So 10
Galladay?
points. Yeah. I made sure to check his numbers just to see like how it was. That's a kind of Galladay moment though. Like,
it is,
and then
man.
then there's gonna be games when he gives you that touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
See, Galladay's to me his ceiling is 18 to 20
As a receiver.
as a receiver.
Okay.
His floor is 10 to 12, 10 to 14. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like he's gonna get you 4 catches and 60 yards.
Guaranteed.
You know, but it's hoping he gets that touchdown as well.
Yeah.
You know.
And you need a good quarterback to get the touchdown.
Yeah, and so inconsistency is going to be the trend with the
gonna be
Giants
key,
players.
man.
So that's what's worrying me about the Giants. But Shepard, I think you have to start Barkley.
Yeah.
Do you have to start Barkley after the week he just had?
Let me tell you this: if you bench them week 1, you are a genius. So, I mean,
I told Tony you can't do that. He ends up telling me that his other option was going to be Deebo Samuel, and he blamed me for it. But he didn't mention that to me at the moment. But even though I am gonna lie to you, if he said Deebo, I would have been like, "You start."
thank
Barkley.
God you didn't, because he was going against me and he lost by like 18 points.
Oh,
Yeah.
and Deebo was on his bench.
And Debo was.
I mean,
on
he
the-
told me that. I don't know how much truth it is to it, but he told me that he was considering Deebo Samuel.
Should have took your own advice, buddy.
Yeah, exactly.
See you in 12 weeks.
All right. Yep. So start sits. Anybody else from the Giants you consider? Shepard, Barkley, anyone else? Can you trust?
You can't. I mean, you can't really trust that offense a lot, to be honest with you. So.
Yeah.
I do feel like Shepard is going to eat a little bit just because of Evan Ingram's has been ruled out. So
Already?
So
Yeah. There you go.
they
All
might need to
right.
shop
He's
soon.
questionable. I don't know who he's referring to. Maybe Barkley or
Barkley is questionable. He's questionable.
no way.
Yeah, he's already
Oh.
questionable.
That's not good.
They limited him for like the past 2 days.
Okay. So now win loss. Who you got?
I got the Redskins winning at home.
Redskins.
Yes.
What's the final score?
Final
Yeah.
score?
Yeah. Prediction.
I could say 21-10.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's not a fun game.
No, it's not. It's Thursday though. We never have good Thursday games.
Yeah,
Usually so.
the NFC East too. You know,
Again,
a combination
NFC
of both.
East. Yeah.
Hey man, I appreciate Jose being here. By the way, man, I don't know if you wanna. I was gonna maybe even call back. Hold on, let me call him back. Put him on the spot. I wanna put him on the spot. By the way, But Jose, I appreciate you being here, man. You're a great fantasy person. Hey, Zindani.
Yeah.
What's going on? I just want to let you know you are officially live on the Fantasy Guyz Wednesday Edition show. Since you called me, I wanted to give you a call back. What's going on, Z?
Nothing much, man. How are you, bro?
I'm doing good, man. Hey, I just want to quickly say, how did Raheem Mostert go for you?
Just as planned.
Hey, Oz, this is your buddy Jose.
Hey, buddy.
Put Jeff Wilson Jr. on your IR spot right now.
Oh my God, he's already picked up.
I'm gonna have to start digging for you again, buddy.
It's the same person that Jose gave advice to before we called you, so that's why Jose already told Omar Hanami that same advice.
I ended up picking up Mark Ingram.
Nice.
My man's in the 6-man league talking about Mark
Nice.
Ingram.
Can you see if Josh Allen's available?
Hey, Z, Jamal Williams, though, balled out.
You think I should start him this week?
I don't know, man.
Against Green Bay?
They're playing Green Bay. I mean, to be honest with you, you can't really bench him. I feel like, but he's in an 8-man league.
It's completely split right now.
It depends, man. It depends. But I just wanted to give you a call back because we're about to close this show out. But I wanted to give you a call on the show. But I'll give you a call later, man.
Yeah, love it.
All right, take it easy.
Yeah.
All right. That's Z right there, man.
Quick thing about the Jeff Wilson Jr.
Yeah.
Remember last year I was talking about him?
Yeah.
He took my advice. We both started him, watched the game together. He scored 2 touchdowns for us against the New York Giants.
That's funny. You should have mentioned that.
He knows. He knows Jeff. He knows what I meant when I said Jeff Wilson Jr. Trust me.
You should know Jeff Wilson Jr. You know what I'm saying? That's definitely a random name put together right there too. But Jeff Wilson do be balling. He's one of those people. San Fran, they just whip him out there, and they just basically anybody that goes out there, they do their
Guaranteed
thing.
RB3. Anybody on that roster.
Yes. All right. So, by the way, who now from that game is your gift to gain that's gonna give a team a win player of the week? Okay. So either or from either team. Player that you feel like, hey, he's gonna do his thing.
I think it's time for him to show everybody why he was drafted so high. And I'm not talking about Mr. Barkley. Go to the other side. Mr. Gibson.
Gibby.
Mr. Mel Gibson. I like him, man. He's a Swiss Army knife. He just needs to, I just don't think Fitzpatrick would fit him at that time. So that's why they're just, running him between the tackles. Nah, man. Get the guy, flank him, put him at slot sometimes, give him the ball. He can be very, very dangerous, man. He's got the frame as one of those good running backs. And so I feel like Gibby's about to, if they give it to him, he gonna gain.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go. Antonio Gibson is his pick. My pick is Scary Terry. It's going to be Scary Terry hours, I think, tomorrow. My personal opinion is because I think he has a better connection with Heineke.
Yes.
Because Heineke came in, that's when McKillen started to get his catches.
Exactly.
And so I'm sitting there, I'm like, I'm playing against Scary Terry, man. So I was like a little worried. Yeah, I was a little worried at the moment because it looked like Heineke had a better connection with him. So with all that said, though, I could see that being a game where, he's the number one option, right?
So we both feel like the Washington Redskins are going to do good.
Yes, because the Giants are a toss-up. So when we make this, remember, it's the give to gain.
Yeah.
Player that's going to give. You know what I mean? So we got to make sure that this is a safe.
Guaranteed,
this player is giving because give to gain gives like no other.
Absolutely.
Especially to all the orphans in Yemen. Shout out to Give to Gain. Shout out to Rico. Shout out to Mo Malahi. Great people. Listen, it's all circle, guys. It's a circle. We give to gain.
Comes right back.
And it comes right back. You know what I'm saying? All right, so Jose, that's a show. Any final word out there for anybody, man, that's listening or eventually will be listening? Talk to me, Jose. Having you here is appreciated.
I just want a moment with the camera, if you don't mind. It's for all you guys that took the L.
Yes.
I was one of you. It's a long season. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about my 6-game losing streak in the RNFL. No, I'm not.
Don't do it.
I'm not. I will not. But I'm letting you know, attack that waiver wire, man. Tune in every Wednesday. Tune in on Sundays. Listen to what we got to say. We're giving this advice to gain some advice. You see what I did there?
Yes.
At the same time, it's going to be a long season. We are grateful for everybody that's tuning in. We love every question that's asked. You guys can call us anytime. Please do. And we'll be here every Wednesday from 7 to 8.
7 to 8. There you go. Maybe a little bit after 8, just to answer your questions.
Yep.
And thank you again for those that were commenting. We appreciate y'all. Y'all make the show fun and great topics today. I appreciate it, Jose. You know, we're going to be here. You know, inshallah, we're here every Wednesdays, and that's
Absolutely.
the plan. All right? We're the Fantasy Guys. Jose, OT. Hopefully, you'll be seeing Abe Z. And we will see you all next week, Wednesday. Take it easy.